Okay, we're over here in the middle of nowhere in my world, because there's just a few little handy tips and tricks that I want to show you. Nothing of earth-shaking importance, just stuff that makes your gameplay a little bit easier, makes things look a little bit better. Now, first of all is something that I do a lot of, and I don't think it occurs to many people to do it, but it's a really helpful trick to have in survival when resources are limited, and it is flooring with slabs instead of full blocks. So you've cut down your tree, you've got, say, 20 oak blocks. Now you could use that to do a 5x4 floor, or you could just pop over to your crafting table quickly, make it into slabs, and you get double the amount of slabs, and then you're only using half as much of your precious wood or stone or whatever, quartz, to do a floor. It looks exactly the same from the top. It makes absolutely no difference to the visuals, but you've used half the amount that you would usually. Same with kind of stairs. Stairs are expensive materials wise. It takes quite a lot of blocks to make stairs in the grand scheme of things. You might be better off, depending on what the aesthetics of your thing are, using slabs instead. It takes a little bit more finagling with slabs, because what you need to do is build on it. Because when you put two slabs together, they automatically turn into a block if they're in the same block space. But what we're doing here is just building it up bit by bit, and that goes there, and that one goes on top of there, and that should come out. So you've got stairs that just as easy to run up as normal stairs. Let me take fly off so I can show you. Just as easy to run up as normal stairs, but they're much more economical in terms of material usage. They just take a little bit more faff than stairs. So it's entirely up to you whether you want the convenience of just pre-making stairs or whether you're going to use slabs. But definitely for floors and for ceilings and roofs, slabs are a much more economical and really easy way to get more bang out of your buck, as it were. While I've got the slabs in my hand, I'm just going to show you a quick little trick to make a big oak tree. So you'll all know that, oh, hopefully you all know that if you plant 4 jungle saplings together, chances are they're going to grow up into one of the huge jungle trees. Oak trees, you can put 4 together, but they won't grow as a single tree. You're either going to get little trees like this, or you'll hopefully all seen the huge towering oak trees. There is a way to sort of cheat the trees into growing big, and that is pop your sapling down, put a block of wood on top, and then put slabs 1, 2, 3, 4 around the top of that block, like that. So it's level with the top. Take the original block out, and then hit the tree with some bone meal. Now you might need 5 or 6, you might need a load of bone meal, but hopefully it'll grow up. There we go. So that took quite a lot, but as you can see, it's one of those massive trees. You don't get them very often if you're just putting your saplings down and hoping, but that is an almost surefire way to get the big trees. So if we do that again, we'll pop that down. You put the block on top, you put the slabs around the top corners, top edge like that. Dum 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 dum. Take the block out, and then hit it with a load of bone meal. And it's not as big, but it's still one of the big ones. It's got branches. It's pretty big comparatively compared to that one. Yeah, so that's how you can make yourself some big trees. The next little thing I want to do is making an infinity well. Now, this is really simple. You'll need 2 buckets of water to do this, or 1 bucket of water and then you can run down to the stream and refill it or whatever. But take 2 diagonal holes out like that, and put water in each of them. Okay, so that's 2 buckets of water you've used. Then just take out the 2 diagonal, and that now, no matter where you fill your bucket from, will always refill itself. So that's a little infinity well, 4x4, Really easy to do, well worth doing next to your house, especially if you've got a lot of brewing or anything to do. It saves you running down to the stream or the river or the pond or whatever every time you want something. And it's really little, 4x4, and it's, like I say, infinity. It'll keep filling up. Along the same lines, I just want to do a little fountain, a little pond with a fountain. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to... where am I? I'm just going to do a little square like that. And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to put the corners back in. Like this. And I'm just going to fill this up with water. So you would run back and forth with your well for this. I'm going to take the corners out. And they should fill themselves up. Like this. And that should now be an infinity. Yeah, it is. There we go. Then I'm going to take the middle one out, and what I'm going to do is I'm going to put a cobblestone. That wasn't where I wanted you. That isn't where I want you. It would help if my eye was in. So I'm going to put a cobblestone right in the middle. Then I want to put a bucket of water on top of the cobblestone, because what that makes is a little fountain. Take the cobblestone back out, and that should still act as an infinity. So you've got your infinity pool underneath the fountain, but you've got a nice little fountain in the middle there. You've taken the cobblestone out so you can't see it anymore, so it just looks like a nice little natural spring. So there are two little infinity wells that you can use, a fountain one and a little 4x4 compact one. Unlimited water. Brilliant, right? The next two little things I'm going to show you are X-ray machines. Now, I get really fed up mining. I prefer caving. I prefer exploring caves. The problem is you've usually got to mine to find out where your cave is, or to happen upon a cave. Now, if you've been lucky enough to find some obsidian, you've built a nether portal, or you're in a world that's already got a nether portal, so someone else's world that's already been started, that's already got a nether portal, and you can go and get some glowstone. There's two X-ray machines you can build with glowstones, a high-tech one and a single-use one. The high-tech one isn't really high-tech, it's always there, you can use it whenever you want. I'm going to show you the really simple one first. You will need ender pearls for this one, so it's a little bit wasteful, but it does work. And what we're going to do is we're just going to dig a hole 3 deep. 3 deep, straight down, because it only works when you've got solid walls around you. So we're then going to put a bit of glowstone right above our heads. So 3 deep, we're putting glowstone in the one just above us. And then what we're going to do is we're going to throw the ender pearl, and we're throwing it sort of into the glowstone. We're aiming for the side of the hole, the wall of the hole, within the glowstone. So we're just going to throw that, and hopefully, if you throw it right, your head gets stuck. So your head's stuck in the glowstone, and if you just move slowly and carefully, you can see that by having your head stuck in the glowstone, you can see an X-ray of under the ground. So scrolling round, you can see there's a big chasm somewhere underneath us just there. Can't be too far away because I can see the pattern of the stone, which means it must be fairly close. But that's into a cave system that looks pretty extensive. So that's good to know. There's a tunnel there, look, there's the X-ray machine I'm going to show you in a minute. There's some big cave systems over there. That looks like the bottom of the ocean. That looks like it must be a dungeon down there, because it's perfectly square. And there's probably another dungeon over there, because that's perfectly square as well. Big chasm of lava. So yeah, if by doing that, you can get a much better idea of this, where you're looking, really. There's a huge chasm over there. So yeah, you can sort of triangulate in on where you're going to dig for the best effect. Okay, but like I say, this one's quite wasteful. If you look down and move, you're going to fall out of it. Then you've got to destroy it to get out. So let's just jump back out of here. So that's a single-use one. I'll just fill it in with... let me just... I'll fill it in with grass as I go, because, you know, I do like keeping things right. So let's just fill that hole in. So that's a single-use X-ray machine. But the other thing you can do, if you just want to spend a tiny little bit longer, is you can build a permanent one. So if you just go down a little way into the ground, and what you'll see here is the glowstone stuck in the wall. Right in front of it is a pressure plate. If I just fill in a little bit here, and what I'm going to do is I'm going to try and place this. Didn't quite work. As you can see, if you're in an open tunnel, that's all you can see when your head's stuck in the glowstone. But you can see the rest of it, so there's much, and you've got more manoeuvrability in this one because you're not worried about falling out. You can back out of it, but you can't really fall out of it. So yeah, there's the tunnel below us. There's the chasm we were looking at before. We know there's a big lava pit over there. You can't see it on this one. So this one's more single directional. You can't look into the innards and you can't look at the tunnel where you've come from, but you can look the other two directions. So you might want to build two of these, one facing each way. But these are actually, they're pretty simple to build. They just take a little bit more effort. So you do your little bit of tunnel. You pop. So you've dug to here, this is your tunnel. You're going to dig two back and place a sticky piston. Then you're going to put glowstone in front of it, because it's the glowstone that makes the X-ray machine. Then if you dig down, you're going to put redstone underneath where your pressure plate sits. And you're going to come from there, along the floor a little bit, at the same level, and step it up at the same side as your tunnel, to the block underneath your piston. So the redstone needs to go directly into that block. Once you've done that redstone, you've redstoned it all up. Brick up, stone up, as much of it as you can without interfering with the redstone, because it only works. The X-ray only works through solid rock. So you need to make it as solid as you can, and then you can put your pressure plate in, and then when you stand on it, there you go, you've got your X-ray machine so you can see where you're digging. So they are just some super fast tips and tricks on how to get a little bit more out of your gameplay experience. Little life hacks, we'll say, for Minecraft life hacks. Hope you enjoyed them. That's it for this episode. That was Minecraft How To. I'm Claire for the Angels. If you liked this video, please like, share and comment. You can follow us on Twitter, Tumblr or Facebook, or subscribe to our YouTube channel. Thanks for watching!